This is the SHOT Show Product Spotlight. I'm Rachel Kopchak, and I am inside the Schmidt and Bender booth, and I'm joined by Karen Husse, and she is the head of research and development for the company. Tell us a little bit about Schmidt and Bender.
Schmidt and Bender is a German company founded in 1957, and we have been developing rifle scopes for hunting, sports, and military applications since then.
And tell us a little bit about the scope that you have right here.
This scope is a 1:8 by 24 PM2 short-dot close combat, which is an example for the devotion to striving for perfection in various fields of application on rifle scopes. This is the very first rifle scope with a real 1:8 power on a 30mm tube, and it is incorporating our patented technology called close combat mode for very close distance shots in urban applications.
And since you're the head of research and development, what are some of the aspects that you as a company think about to put into your scopes?
So the basic idea is to have the perfect scope for the application of the customer. So the close combat mode enables the customer to dial down on the magnification wheel to a real 1-power setting and to have parallax-free scope on round about 7 to 20 meters for very quick and close shots in urban applications or in-house fighting.
Now, Karen, tell us more about your high-powered scopes.
The high-power scope line was originally started with a 3-27 by 56 PM2 scope, which actually was developed upon customs demand on a US SOCOM contract, and it has won this competition. And this is the very first and unique 9-power zoom scope for ultra long-range shooting, talking about distances from around about 2 kilometers up to over 4 kilometers. And this is something that until today has not been reached by any other company.
Schmidt and Bender has also brought some new scopes to SHOT Show. Tell us about the scope you have here.
Yeah, this is the new 2.5 to 10 by 50 Polarity T96, which is a high transmission scope. We have had the idea of improving a hunting scope for an optimal low light condition hunting scope. So what we actually did is not only to improve the overall transmission to 96%, but we improved it in a way that the night relevant wavelengths have a higher transmission of more than 5% more than a usual scope has, so that we can talk about 93.5% night transmission, which makes it possible to use the last light of the day actually when you're out for hunting. The other features of that scope is that it comes with a lockable elevation and windage turret, and we also have, which is quite unique for a Schmidt and Bender hunting scope right now, a second focal plane optionally available with an ultra bright reticle, and also of course with a standard first focal plane reticle.
What has the feedback been so far here?
The feedback has been great. So the customers are very happy about having a scope which can feature the low light conditions in that way, and also they're pretty happy of having a scope with a unique design, a very curvy design, very slim, elegant, and they're also quite happy about having only metal parts and about having optionally available this kind of BDC turrets, and having a huge amount of elevation range and windage range, and having a 34mm tube, so it's pretty good feedback.
And what else does Schmidt and Bender plan to do in the future? Do you plan to add any more scopes?
Yeah, so I mean, when we announce a product line like the Polarity T96 line, this is not only one scope, of course. So there are further scopes to come. So we, of course, thinking about going to a 3-12 or a 4-16 as additional scopes in 2015.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it. I'm Rachel Kopchak, and this is the SHOT Show Product Spotlight.